Hi, so we're back with the book cover journal that we said we were going to make together. I've just sold this one. Literally as soon as I listed it, it went. So thank you very much to the lovely human that purchased this. But I thought we would make one on camera. I know it's a little bit dark today. It's just started raining, just in time for the school run. So I thought we'd just make a start. I've got my lights on just to light it up a little bit. And we'll just sort of start the basics of what we're going to do. So this is the book that we're going to create from. This is the Observer's Book of Wildflowers. It's a really old copy, tatty, no spine, drawn in, scribbled on. The pages will be wonderful for journal pages, for creating tags, ephemera. So they will definitely be kept. And then I'm going to use some of my digitals. I've just run off a couple of these are from my collage kit. I don't know if you can see those. These are the digital document kits. So you get lots of individual, lots of mini sort of versions of the pages, and then you get all of these individually. So we're going to use some of that. This is part of a few bits of the wallpaper kits that's going to be coming soon. So they're super pretty. And then I've got some of my digital ledger papers. Again, will be part of a kit. So the only one I currently have available is this one, but the others are coming soon, I promise. So if you're watching this way in the future, have a little look on Etsy and I'm sure they'll be there. I've also got lots of bits and pieces here of some vintage French documents. There's a little envelope there as well, actually. So these little bits and pieces, I just thought it would be nice to collage with just some original bits and bobs. So we're going to use those as well. But let's start with this. Now I'm going to get my cutting mat for the eagle-eyed of you. This, I literally told you about this on Monday. It's Wednesday today. I just had my desk vinyl wrapped and I've already ruined it. I was making one of my mini zebra journals and I used this lovely little machine to do the ring binding, and as I've been pressing the lever down and punching, the metal-y bits on the bottom have been nicely scraping away at the vinyl on my desk. So already wrecked it. Of course I have. So we're going to get a little cutting mat, trying to avoid any extra damage. So first things first, I'm sure you will have seen people take a book apart previously, but we're going to do the whole shebang together. So I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to take the first cover. Sometimes it's easy to cut them with the inner cover together. This is obviously is often glued down to the front as it is in this case, so it might be easier just to cut that. I mean, you can virtually see through the spine. The book cloth that's been used. So open it up to where you want to cut, get your knife, keep your fingers out the way, and that comes apart nice and easily. I'm left with the front and I will be neatening all this up. Then same on the back. See, they're all kind of stuck, so I'm just going to take this just to get this off. The text block itself, as I said, I will keep, and I will go to each individual signature. Can you see how they're made up of all little signatures? Go to the centre of individual signatures, unfasten these. So just get your either a little quick unpick or get your knife, take those out, and they come out perfectly ready to pop in signatures. So yeah, we'll be saving that. So let's just put that to one side. And this is what I'm left with. So I'm just going to see if I can, I'm just going to tear that away. And the same on this one. And that's what I'm left with. So I'm just going to neaten up the front and back. I'm just going to run it along here. So what we're going to do, where are my scissors? Where are my scissors? I am going to attach the spine, as I did on this one, with a piece of fabric. So it doesn't really matter too much what the very edge is like. Mine's peeling a little bit here. If I zoom you in, You can see mine's peeling a little bit, but I'm not too concerned because you won't see it anyway. So I'm going to cut right up to the book board, all the way along. And that will be my front. And then the same on the back. I'm going to cut all the way along my book board to get rid of that spine. And that'll be my back. So just get rid of those bits. So I don't need the knife anymore. And this is what I'm left with then. So there we are. So that's ready to decorate. Now, this one, I did leave part of the book showing because I kept it sort of a little bird themed journal, so I made sure that the title was visible. I'm not going to do that with this one because it's pretty wrecked. So let's start work on that. Now, some of my floral wallpapers I do kind of want to use. I do like this one, but I think I like it because of the edging as well. So I don't know, or do I want to use this? I definitely want to use, in fact, I think I want to use this. Now, I might move it slightly further over and I might just edge it with some ledger paper because the fabric's going to come over and I don't want the fabric to move, to take up too much of the flower image. So I might just sort of do that, keep some of the stripe in. So let's do that. This is only going to be a quick video today, the first part. After we've done the first part today, the next video I'm going to do is making bits of ephemera to go in before we finish constructing the book entirely. So that's kind of my plan. So I'm going to use that, I think. I've got sort of a nice up and down on that. So I'm just using my art glitter glue just to put the papers down. In fact, I'm going to put the ledger down first before I put that down. Let's choose some ledger. See, they're really nice thick pieces. So that could be pretty. That's nice, isn't it? Should we do that? Should we use some of this? So if I just cut or tear a strip, I like the torn edged look. I do hope it's light enough for to be able to see. Let me zoom in a little bit more. There. So I think if I pop that down there, pop the ledger on top, I think I might even sacrifice a bit more of this rose, you know, actually, and just keep the main one. That wasn't very straight at all, was it? There we are. And then the fabric's not going to cover it. Yeah, I think we'll do that. I like to see a bit of that ledger paper. It's so pretty. They don't write like that anymore, do they? Well, people don't write anymore. They text. That's it. No more pen and paper. Right, let's see if this is going to let me down with the whole gluing. I'm going to keep that dark a bit, I think. So definitely want that side down. There we go. You can see if I'm in frame. Obviously the fabric I wouldn't use the art glitter glue with when it comes to popping the spine down. So we'll be using it's not Fabri-Tac, it's the 3-in-1 stuff. I'm just going to tear that. Yeah, so we're going to use the 3-in-1 stuff to attach the spine. There we go. Let's get rid of those bits. So I think that is super pretty. So let's sort of tear the bottom. I haven't thought about what fabric I want to use actually. I did get some nice a nice little fabric pack from, it's called Lulworth Blue. I have my own fabrics and stuff, but these are proper vintagey ones. Mine aren't really vintagey, or not many of them anyway. And I hoard the ones that are. So, but I do want something vintagey to go on, so we'll take a look at those. But that, I like that. I really like that. We can always come back and embellish some more if we want to later. Maybe if it needs a little label or a book plate or something on there. Any other embellishments, we can take a look. I have got some little frames and stuff that we could pop on. Like the other one, I used a pendant on the closure, so we could even do something like that. That's pretty, isn't it? I like that. So that's that. So let's work on the back before we move on to the other pieces. Now I could, so that's kind of the way around. I could also use some of this with just a little rose peeking out and some more of the ledger. Shall we do that actually? I think so. I think I want to do that. Yeah, let's do that. So you can kind of see where I just bent. Zoom. I feel like you can't see. I feel like all you can see is my hands, just like massive hands in the way. So I'm going to just tear down that end. And then we'll add the ledger piece as well. So that can go there. And then we'll pop some of this in. So let's do a little more than what we thought there. I always save the little strips of these. I wouldn't get rid of them. In fact, there's another piece I hoarded there, which sometimes it's just nice to edge a page with, or just a little bit of something, you know. Right, let's get this glued down then. And then I'm going to think about what fabrics I've got to do the spine. We've got the inner covers to do as well, of course, but I don't want this to be a super long video. We're on 12 minutes already. So I'm just going to keep my eye on that. So obviously try and remember the spine is going to cover a bit of this up. Inevitably, the fabric on the spine, so don't worry too much about getting right to the edges. I think it's nice to see a bit of the original book cover underneath as well, actually, because it's not a bad green. It's some of these that I've got, these Observers books. The one I put in my shop the other day, I think it was the cacti one. It's like super bright yellow, which might be nice for a spring kit, but yeah, it's a little bright for me. And these wallpaper digitals are so nice. I will definitely get these in the shop soon. I'm going to work on them to get them up and running by, I'm going to say the end of the week, so say by Sunday. Give me till Sunday and I will get them up and running. Okay, so that's the front and that's the back. I might put something else across there, actually. I feel like that does need something else. Let's have a look at the digitals that I've got. Maybe like a scrap of one of these or something, maybe. Let's tear a bit down. See, this is the good thing about digitals. You can just tear bits off, and if you change your mind, it doesn't matter, because you can print it again. I quite like that across the top, actually. I need to just tear that edge, though. That didn't go well, did it? I only need a bit. It's fine. I had my nails done as well last night, and they're all short now because I'd ripped one off, like that one. You can see. So short. Because I'd caught it. Ripped it right down to where it saw. So, of course, I had to have them all cut right down, and now I don't have nails to do things, and you need them. What do you think? Can you see? Okay, yeah. Just to give it a bit more interest, because it was quite plain, that. There we are. Now, I think the insides, because I might even put a little pocket on the insides of these, and I didn't on the other one, but I might on this. Yeah, I like that. So, oops. Let's work on the insides. Now, I have got some bits and pieces like this. Maybe something bolder. Let's see, what have we got? What have we got? What have we got? We've got some text. Could have a bit of text on there. We could have one in the envelopes. I tell you what I have got. Aha. I have got... I grab a pile of them. My mini envelopes that I love. And some of them are really, really mini. That I might even be able to fit a mini one. Oh, I think that's about the miniest. Can you see those? Have I got any mini ones? Are you a mini one? You look mini. I mean, I could, because it would be cool to have it as a pocket. I guess I could cut some of it down and glue it back, or have it that way and have it as a top pocket. Shall I do that and glue this closed? What do you reckon? What do you think? That way. Are there any others I like? Oh, that one fits. That's, aha, got it. That one fits perfectly. Again, there is going to be some fabric over here where the spine will be stitched in, so we'll just have to be mindful of that. Yeah, let's have that. So that's that. I want something to contrast then, so I might go with some of my blues from here. That one, I like that one. Let's put this to one side. So this might just be the cover that we end up doing today, but that's cool. I can do the pages in the next one. So take this off. Maybe I want it on the side. What do you think? I'm going to colour quite a bit of that green. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think we'll do that. So I want... a bit more. Let's do that. I do want to be able to see this, the bigger font. So let's do... So I feel like I'm being really silent. I'm just enthralled in what I'm doing. Hope everyone's all right. The usual. Kids back at school. We've just had a letter about World Book Day as well, which I usually get right into, but I think our school has forgotten about World Book Day this year. So scruff that up a little bit. We got a letter to say, pyjamas, we'll do bedtime stories, which last year you had to find an outfit that was related to one of the characters that was in the books that your child's school year were studying that year. So I think we ended up doing it because my daughter was in reception then. It was only my eldest, it's both of them this year, because the other one was in nursery. But yes, Yeah, so we did Slinky Malinky. So I love that that's in there as well. I'm going to keep that in there. Keep that in there. Cute. Cute, cute, cute. So let's stick that down. Yes, so we did Slinky Malinky last year, Julia Donaldson. I think we changed our mind halfway through the day and decided actually we were Scarface Claw, but they're both cats, it didn't really matter. But yeah, this year it's bedtime stories, so let's see how we get on with that. Pyjamas. At least I don't have to run around. I suppose it's going to be easy enough to buy pyjamas, but it means I'm going to have to iron pyjamas, which is not something I do often. So there we are. Should we salvage a bit of that for the back as well? I have got, that's it, one of these collage pieces is sort of a pinky colour, and I'm feeling that. So let me just tear a bit of that off. Let's have a bit of the pink as well. Should we have that? In fact, we could just go with that, couldn't we? Right, that's cool. So let's do this. And sort of there-ish. Bottom, so that's all right. And then if we have that sort of here, just to break it up, do you think? Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll get the fabric chosen for the spine. So as I say, the fabric is from Lulworth Blue on Etsy, who do some gorgeous stuff. So that's where we're going to be getting that from. And these are my collage pieces, which I love. But you could use just book page. You can use anything really, can't you? To decorate it up. You could use scrapbook paper, the vintagey stuff if you've got lots of that and you want to use some of that, or proper wallpaper, which I do tend to use more as pages because I like the thickness of it. Cute, I like that. Okay, so let's put that to one side. Let me grab the box. Which one is it? Not that one. So let's open this up. Let's zoom out a bit. These back. So this is one of the little packs that I bought from Lulworth Blue. This was just like a mystery scrap pack, so I haven't really even gone through it. But if anybody saw my little one sheet no-sew mini journals, this is where I got the fabric from these, because I just love it. Could be cool. Can you see? That could be all right. So that's a possibility, although it's quite thin, but that's a possibility. What else have we got in here? I wanted a creamy colour really. That's kind of what I had in mind, because I actually like how the ledger looks, so I didn't want anything too stark. Which a lot of these do seem to be. There's a very delicate pink colour there. Could have a bit of pink. So it's either going to be pink or blue. It's going to be one of them, I think. And then these are quilt pieces. Yeah, so we'll have those. Right, put these back out of the way. So you probably are going to be able to see through these, the ledger underneath, but I don't mind that so much. So that could just be a delicate little bit of pink. So I'm going to just tear the strips off, and then I've got them and I'm not sort of fighting with all of this. So that's a strip of that. Pop this to the side. And then that's a strip of that. Okay. There we go. I think I like the blue. Even though you're going to be able to see through it, I do think I like the blue on there. So I think we'll go with the blue. Okay, so that's chosen. I'm going to get some linen underneath to sort of strengthen all this up a little bit, but that's kind of where we've got to. So I'm going to leave it there because it's school pickup time. But that's a start anyway. A little bit of collaging, a little pocket. Yeah. And then we're going to have the blue fabric. If I can do it. Kind of. I still want to see that ledger, so kind of like that. That's what we're going to end up with, and I'm happy with that. I like that. And then we'll see about what sort of closures and pendants and things we're going to do. But there we are. So it's a start. Woohoo! Right, I'm going to leave it there. Love you and leave you, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.